today.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Finds the open target, Arnold. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
This game, the 9th that the Jags have played here in London. You might know that Shad Khan, he's the owner of both the Jaguars and Fulham in the English Premier League on the soccer side of things. And this is the 3rd of 3 London games the NFL will play this year. But there is one more game to come over on the continent. The Seahawks and Bucks from Munich, Germany. The first time a regular season game will be played there.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Time for our first look at the Denver offense. And, of course, the new face of the Broncos, 9-time Pro Bowler while in Seattle, Russell Wilson.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
On 1st down, Wilson.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam finding space at the 40.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the game there on the catch and run. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. The first carry now. This is Williams. And some room to roam now. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. It's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
His 12th rushing touchdown, his 16th overall. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
And one more time, here's Kirk. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. On the move to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Lawrence will throw. And he will slide down with a good gain. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Yeah, this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 36. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Arnold. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave it with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them. Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And how this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. 81 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first.
Here's Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing is Wilson. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. McManus now for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence.
And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence got his man complete over the middle. It's Arnold. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
And that is incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Lawrence going to throw again.
He finds his man complete. It's Arnold.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Lawrence. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And the Broncos are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
He'll get that complete to Alberto.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Second and 8.
Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Washington's got it. Touchdown!
Montrell Washington.
His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The long touch. Pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they can just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
And Jones has it over the middle.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As it's time now to send you back. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. They start the second half here with Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Williams. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out. Didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They give it to Williams, running right. And some room to work. And they do finally get him at the 12. A huge play there for Denver. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown Broncos. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Now McManus for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DJ Jones drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Taken from just outside the 30. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 153 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now Williams running left. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. Welcome back now here in London. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got an open man here, and it's KJ Hamler. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here in the turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, You won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence, he finds his man, complete. That's Arnold. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Lawrence to throw. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And he's going to get this down near the 25. First and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Here's Lawrence. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
On second and goal, Lawrence. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on third and goal. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Broncos will take over on downs. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Wilson wants to throw it. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. They run with a veteran of 8 years now. It's Melvin Gordon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And some room to maneuver. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Denver,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.